are you sure this is a good idea?
Absolutely. We're just cutting off all your hair. What's the worst that could happen?
I guess so. It really gets warm under these luscious locks.
I believe it. Now, where did I put those utility scissors?
Now I know what you're thinking. Eli, how could you be so irresponsible to let your friend cut your hair off? What would motivate you to do something so stupid? But stop thinking that, okay? I was in the 2nd grade and I'd made a new friend, which in those days, at least for me, was hard to come by. His name was Kyle, he'd just moved from another part of the state, and he seemed really cool. He actually is pretty cool, he might even be watching this video. Hi Kyle. So we'd hung out on the playground and during class, and our friendship was ready to ascend to the next level. A play date. Mom, it's called hanging out. I'm a big kid now. So our parents scheduled it and Kyle came home with me after school. We did the usual 2nd grade stuff, our math homework, climbing trees, riding bikes, drawing pictures. Oh, and then he cut all my hair off with plastic scissors. But let me rationalize our actions for a second. We'd been having a really good time, but his mom was coming to pick him up at 5 o'clock, which was a dilemma, like I said, because we were having a really good time. So logically, we had to make ourselves look exactly the same so our parents wouldn't be able to tell us apart and they'd let us keep hanging out. Makes perfect sense, right? I feel like I should note our eyes are different colors and he was several inches taller.
Hey Emma, can you grab me the construction scissors?
My sister steps into the room, hands my friend a pair of scissors, looks me dead in the eye, and just walks away. Uh-oh. Let me provide a little more background before we talk about the damage. Up until high school, I was a pretty shaggy kid. By which I mean, I had the same cut as Shaggy. Zoinks, Kyle. I don't think this is such a good idea.
Relax and hold still. This should only take a minute.
This boy takes the children's craft scissors straight to my bangs. The shiny white forehead was out, my friends. It was reflecting off the sky, knocking planes out of the air. After that, the hair came off in clumps from all around my head, and I figured it was too late to go back. Here was the problem. At that age, I didn't have a mirror in my bedroom, which meant that I was completely at Kyle's mercy, and all I knew was my head felt lighter. And at that moment, disaster struck. For a minute, it was funny. Me and Kyle were laughing. It seemed like innocent fun when I couldn't see what Kyle was laughing at. And then she brought me a mirror. What have you done to me? I'm a monster! So, Kyle had to go home, and I ended up in a barber's chair again. A real one this time. They cut off all the remaining hair, and for the following 2 years, my short hair served as a constant reminder of my bad decision. The moral of the story here is, don't get peer pressured. Oh wait, you can't really help that. Don't let peer pressure dictate your decisions. Kyle's a good guy, and the circumstances and consequences could have been a lot worse. If he'd cut any more off, I would have looked like Professor Xavier until middle school, which would have been embarrassing, seeing as the next animation is about middle school dances. How's that for a segue? And it features 2 new animator friends. See you then!